Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell, man?
Right.
Oh, okay. Here. I think this should be good. Okay, so there really aren't that many maps on here to rank. So okay, I'm down. I don't think this should take too long, honestly. So yeah. As Shell redeemed, we're gonna be doing a tier list for all of the maps in Splatoon 2. Uh, okay. It doesn't look like it, but yeah, I think this is everything. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
first map on the tier list. Let me just change
Oh, excuse me.
just change the category to just chatting, actually, since we're not really playing Splat anymore.
If anything, if you don't know the map name, I'll try to remember it.
No, I think I remember most of these. I know the first one is R1 a Mall. This
Mm-hmm.
one I remember was in the first Splatoon. It is a great map. I actually really like just like a lot of you have like different opportunities for like flanking and whatnot. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I always have a really fun time on this one, honestly. Especially like using like the Tri-Slosher on the sides. The Brella has like some really good places to like hold down with the ink mines. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely put
Hmm.
this. I want to put this in S tier. S or A. S or
Mm.
A. Mm. Okay,
Mm,
Where?
I think I'll put it in A tier for now. I might move it up.
I agree. I would put A for me.
Okay, then the skate park. I forget the first part of the name.
Black Belly Skate Park.
Black Belly Skate Park. Um, Was this one also in Splatoon 1? I
Yes.
forget. Okay.
Yes.
I
Yes.
think
Yes.
so.
Yes.
Yeah, no. This one's also a really good one. Like I like that it has like a
It was.
lot
It was.
of has like a lot of like verticality to it, like a lot of places where you can like really hide and just like jump down on like any unsuspecting enemies. Um
Mm-hmm.
yeah, no. And just like this level on a lot of different ranked modes is chaotic as hell. Like I love doing like tower control on this. Splat zones gets so intense on this level because you
Yeah.
have like those
Yeah.
two zones that are like
I
underneath like that tower in the center. Just like damn.
definitely like the most chaotic part for it is like where the marks for the splat zone around the middle tower, where anyone who could just
Mhm.
jump from the top and just kill anyone on the bottom. And I've done that a lot in the first game.
I might you know what? I might actually put this on S tier, honestly. Like it's just such a well put together map. Um Lots of different flank opportunities, great for a lot of different weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly solid
I
a solid one. Next
I
one
agree.
is what is it? Piranha Pit, I think, something like that.
I can't
Hmm.
tell. It's too
Oh wait, or
short.
Let me take a look.
oh no. It's the camp.
Camp
That's
Triggerfish.
Sugarfish,
Camp
yeah.
Triggerfish. Camp
Which was in
Triggerfish.
Splatoon 1.
Yeah,
Camp
no.
Triggerfish.
This one has like a really interesting thing going on with it, just with like the fact that like you can't access um like the right side of your base like immediately until like the last minute or so of the match.
Mm-hmm.
Which really like it really makes things interesting for like both teams, like because like if you really want to like try and push into the other team's base, you have to like fight each other like in the center across that gap. I
Mm-hmm.
always found that like really interesting. This one I feel is like can be kind of skewed in favor of like more ranged weapons. Like though I'm sure that it hasn't stopped Matt with like bussing on this map.
Yeah.
Yeah, like yeah, it definitely is a sniper galore of
I
a
just
map.
got back. What map are we on?
Wait, Camp Triggerfish. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me play some background tunes. Actually, I just realized here.
Mm.
Oh, by the way, I screen capped something for you, Maple. It's in the stream chat text.
Oh boy, is it another? Hold on a second.
Oh my god, your face.
Wait.
Your face, Maple.
Oh god. Okay, we're gonna have so many memes of just like my face, like from the entire year. Just this is
It's
wild.
you do look similar than the other time when you made that face the other streams ago when I screen capped it.
Yep. But yeah, no, Camp Triggerfish is a really fun level.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if I would put it as I don't think I would put it as high as Black Belly Skate Park or Arowana Mall. It can be it can be like very one-sided and very difficult to like make comebacks in this one. I
Mm-hmm.
do like that you get like the opening to go in the other direction, like in the last minute, but you know, I don't know. I feel like I've had a lot more salty experiences on this one. Um,
I
Mm,
can't blame you, man. Like
yeah,
and like you can literally get stuck one sided when everyone comes at you at the spawn. It can be really tough to get out of it.
yeah, no,
yeah.
mm,
Mm-hmm.
I
So I
might,
mean,
I
it's up
might
to
actually
you.
put this in C.
Oh,
Sounds good.
interesting.
But well, then again,
I have no problem with that.
I don't know if I'm gonna put anything like actually like in D. And actually, you know what? I feel like I should. I feel like I should add a tier for F, but you know, we'll see if we actually have an F tier level because I don't think we do, honestly.
I mean, it's up to you
Next
if you
one.
want.
See at least
Wait,
one.
I think this is Gobi Arena.
I think
Yeah,
I can barely tell
I
from
know
your.
Silver was saying how much they despise this stage, but I honestly
I don't have a
really,
problem with that map.
yeah, I honestly really love this map. Like, just they make it like really challenging for you to push in to the other team's spawn because there really aren't too many areas where you can like really put really cover the area in ink. And when you push into the other team's side, you're always going in from like from lower ground. So just like the way that the stage is put together, it really keeps things close. Like it's very difficult for this map to be one-sided one way or another.
I
Mhm.
mean, it can be very tough, especially where when they were trying to get to your base through the staircase, where you can't even ink on it. You have
Yeah.
to walk. You have to walk through it, and you could get in serious trouble if you don't know if anybody can jump on you, or you could try to sneak by. Like that part, people have trouble with that one, and I can see people can be put off with that.
Mm-hmm. Actually, here, let's just zoom in on this. Okay. Yeah, no, just like, and also I feel like Gobi Arena is just like really good for like some of the weapons that I really like to use. Like sloshers are great, especially like when you're just dunking down from on top of like those basketball hoops. Uh, then what's it called? Just like it has like some really great ink bind potential
Yeah.
for people to like just kind of cover the center. Aztec,
Right.
dude, how are you doing tonight? Thanks so much for popping in. Hope your weekend's been well.
All right.
But yeah, Gobi Arena, I would definitely put it like higher up on the tier list. I think I'm doing well, dude. Honestly, like just been having a lot of fun playing Splatoon with like everybody here on the voice call, some people here in chat. It's been a great night all around. Gobi Arena, Gobi Arena. I would put it above Arowana Mall, honestly. Now, do I want to put this in S tier?
Up to you.
It's up to you, dude.
Honestly, yeah, no, I think I'm actually gonna put it in S tier because honestly, I'm always down to play on Gobi Arena. This is one of those few stages that I don't think I could actually get tired of.
Okay.
Next up we have Humpback Pump Track, the one we were just playing on for a while.
Mm-hmm.
This one's pretty interesting because just like you would think that you would want to just take control of the center of the stage, but like we've had so many situations where where the enemy team or my team will take the center, but then the other team could just flank on the edges and just take your side, just covering it up in ink, and you lose. So just like there's so many different parts of the stage that you have to keep covered at all times, and it just gets so intense. And again, I just love this level for sloshers. Rollers, like carbon rollers, can do really well in this one, just like covering ground and like going for those cheeky flanks.
Yeah.
And it does have a lot of open ground for snipers, which I never really snipe. I can't snipe for the life of me, but respect to those who can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, Humpback Jump Track, I think I would put it. I think I'm gonna put it in A tier, just below Arowana Mall.
That's good. That's
All
fine.
right.
Inkblot Academy. I think that was the name of this one.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
This one is kind of like a tiptoe kind of game, like where you just kind of like you don't want to like go like all in sometimes. Sometimes you just kind of want to like take like some poke damage. Like enemies on the other side, because you have like one center with like a tower in the middle, and then like everywhere around it is like very low ground. So like you want to try and kind of like establish some, I guess, like inking like an inking advantage, like with territory and just like shooting down on anybody who tries to push forward. It's the kind of match where you can't just like be all gung ho about it, just charge into the enemy base. You could just get really like overwhelmed with like fire from above. Um, yeah, I could see like certain specials like the Stinger being like really good on this one. Um, yeah, I know, like this one like is really good for like long range weapons, but like once you really push in though, like close range weapons can really thrive. Um, I've had a lot of fun times on this one, honestly, actually. Like win or lose.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I don't think I would put it up as quite as high as some of these other ones here. I think I would put this at B, honestly. Or actually, you know what? I'll leave it on A. If anything, I might push it down to B if we get a lot in there. Okay, next we have oh, what was the name of this one?
Kelp Dome.
Kelp Dome.
Kelp Dome.
This
Kelp Dome.
one, I've had some really good times on this one, like going for like flanks here and there. But I feel like this one can be very, very heavily skewed for like long range weapons, because there are huge expanses of land that like just have no cover. Unless you're using like a closer range weapon that gives you a lot of speed, like the carbon roller or certain brushes. Honestly, I think I actually really like this stage a lot more when it comes to playing certain range modes, like with splat zones, tower control. Tower control is just like it can get really crazy, like especially when the tower is like going underneath the graded bridge, and I could just slosh at all the people down below me.
Very much.
It's really good for Rainmaker, and I think maybe tower control.
Rainmaker, yeah.
But not so much for splat zones.
Yeah,
I mean,
I can understand that. Splat zones can be really crazy, because I think in this one it's just the one splat zone in the center, right?
Yes, so like it is very much in the center, and people have the advantage for trying to climb up the wall at the start of the spawn, where people can just keep climbing up and get to the center while everyone else try to stop them, and it can be literally chaotic when it comes to trying to take over the spot in the middle. And
I do like that they have that. Yeah.
Turn off by that.
Yeah, I do like that they give you like the block in the ranked mode, just so you can just quickly get to the center. But yeah, no. Also, honestly, I will say I think Clam Blitz is. I actually really like this level for Clam Blitz.
I rarely played Clam Blitz in that stage.
I think we've done it a few times in private, and just like honestly, I think I've always had a fun time on this. But generally speaking, like when it comes to like Turf War and maybe some of the other game modes, I don't know. I don't have as much of a soft spot for this one as the others. I might actually put this. I think I'm gonna put this in B tier probably.
Okay.
Okay, then Mako Mart. Mako Mart, we did this one plenty of times tonight too. Really good stage for sloshers, snipers too. Honestly, blasters, just like a lot of ranged weapons, but then a lot of weapons that like are really good with like taking advantage of high ground, like using rollers, dynamo rollers. Like I feel like those could really thrive on this stage. Yeah, like you have like some nice flank potential, but just like I feel like this is another one of those stages that might be a little bit easier to lock down than others.
Right.
I think with this one, I think I might definitely higher than Inkblot Academy. Now, do I want to put it above Humpback Pump Track? I really do love the design of Mako Mart, though. I think I'm gonna put it between R1 Mall and Humpback Pump Track. Okay, next we've got Muscle Forge Fitness, and I know this one is kind of a touchy subject for some people. I know some people hate this, some people love it. Um,
It's okay.
I am a mix, but it really depends because there were a lot of moments where I had salty moments where people keep flanking on us when they push us back into our spawn where we can't just get over the graded bridge to get to the middle, and it can
yeah,
be very annoying, especially with snipers getting at you or the blasters. Those are even the worst when it comes to trying to
yeah.
go against you.
Yeah, honestly, like this is a stage that I feel kind of like Camp Triggerfish. It can be very easy to like lock down for one team. It can be like very oppressive to like try and get out of your side of the level because it's just like the best way to get out. You would usually want to go with the high ground, but like you are so vulnerable just walking across that graded bridge, and the only other
Hmm.
alternatives are taking the sides, but then you're at another inherent disadvantage just taking the low ground.
Yeah,
Um,
they would look at you from the top and they would gut at you from the moment they look from the high ground.
yeah, no. I will say I have had my fair share of like fun times on this stage, but yeah, no, I don't think I could put this like as high as the other ones. Like it can get very oppressive at times on this one. So I'm probably gonna put this one. Hmm. No, I think I might actually. It's a really tough call. I'm not sure which one I want to put more. Kelp Dome and Muscle Forge Fitness are very close for me. Um, I'll put it just below Kelp Dome, just because Kelp Dome, I do like the ranked game modes on this stage more.
Hmm.
Actually, I gotta step away for a quick second. Talk amongst yourselves, I guess, for the next one. I'm sure we've got a lot to talk about when it comes to Moray Towers. So,
Oh God.
I already have a lot to say
Oh,
about
yeah,
Moray Towers.
so actually, I will be right back in just a minute. I'm not gonna switch scenes. Just you guys talk amongst yourselves,
Okay.
and I'll just
All
do
right.
I'll do a battle royale real quick for everybody. Good luck,
Alright.
guys, and I'll be back in just a couple minutes.
no problem.
And I'll just be
Okay.
heading to bed. You guys take it easy.
All right, take
All
care,
right.
Matt.
Take care.
So, I'm doing the tier list as well, and I'll
Mhm.
say this right now on my end. I have Moray Towers on F.
Oh, you already created an F on yours?
Yeah, on mine, like Moray Towers is on F.
Well, that's understandable. I
I
mean,
think that's probably like the worst map in the game. Like that, and the only other one that I have on F is Piranha Pit.
you know what? I will have to make one because I haven't made one yet. So I would definitely agree with you for Piranha Pit. But for Moray Towers for me, it is also like a mix up because as long as like when two teams having two sides where you have to go from top to bottom, and honestly, I didn't have that much of a problem other than you have to get to the middle as fast as you can if you want to get back into the action. Like it's fine if you were trying to get to stop somebody from trying to climb up on your side, or you trying to get into the other side to stop on them to raid their territory, and it can be a hassle to like try to communicate with your teams when they are so far away from your position. So
For something like Starfish main stage, I think it got a lot better when they reconstructed it. Because before I had a lot of problems with it.
yeah, like people I know, like I think Silver also had a problem with it too, because I remember he had a complaint with it whenever we played it. Even earlier in the game, even earlier in the Splatoon Lifeline, I remember you guys had problems with it, and
Oh, I definitely did. Yeah,
I know that for sure. But I honestly didn't have too much problem other than in the middle part of the stage where we always try to fight for it, and even in the side of the stages where there's like a hidden area when you go on top where you can just snipe certain people that are in front of the middle part. Like people tend to have problems with that, and yeah, I can see where it was put off for that. So, but yeah, like even later on, people were fine with them. But I don't know. For me, I'm trying to debate even if whether it would be either B or maybe C. But
you would be surprised as to what I think is the best stage in the game.
What would it be?
I actually think it's the reef.
Well, I mean, considering it's the first map, I wouldn't blame for anyone for putting it into the top because it is such a simple map that reminds me a lot of Urchin Underpass in the first game, where it was really good and the changes it did on that map was so. It felt like it was refined and it was fresh enough, no pun intended, for to make it feel like it was new and well done design. And the reef, even though it didn't change much, but it literally makes it feel like you can go all around and you can just go around the side, which reminds me a lot how Urchin Underpants, Urchin Underpass did so much when it changes. So I can't blame you for putting reef in the first place, honestly.
Uh,
So
Hey
Like,
guys, I'm back.
welcome back.
Welcome back, man.
So you guys been talking about Moray Towers?
Well, I was talking about like some of the maps, Joe. I did bring up Mori Towers, and Mori
Mhm.
Towers on my because I'm doing a tier list as well.
Same here.
While you're doing it, and I have Mori Towers on F.
Yeah. For me, it would have to be either B or C for Mori Towers because I like it, but it really depends on about how it goes for people trying to push up to your spawn or you want to push up into their spawn. Like it can be very different variation of how the map goes, and I have mixed feelings sometimes with it, but it's not the worst map in my opinion. But variations of opinions.
Hmm.
So yeah. But what about you, Maple? What do you think about Mori Towers?
Moray Towers, I've had some very fun times on this one, though I feel like a lot of times it can just be it can be very difficult to like push in against like some people like on the enemy team. Just like I feel like this is another one where ranged just like ranged damage can just like really reign supreme.
Mm-hmm.
And especially like those kind of weapons that can like really dunk down on others from above. So like it's really good for like I guess you could say it's good for sloshers, but
Very much, yeah.
maybe ones that have like maybe like slightly increased range, like what is it, like the slosher deco? I think the one that has like the sprinkler as the sub and has like increased range, like that one can like really do a lot
I
of
believe
damage
so.
on that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
But I feel like one thing that like sometimes people might do that might be a mistake on this one is pushing a little too deep into the enemy base. Because then at that point, you're really just pushing uphill at that point, and just like you're gonna have the enemy team just kind of like raining down shots on you from above, which is gonna be kind of difficult to get through, and you could really get yourself in a corner. Everybody dies on your team, and then that just gives the other team a chance to come back, which I guess is still good though. So like it does give the opportunity a chance to like come back in the fight if the other team gets a little too greedy per se.
That's fair.
That is
Hey,
fair.
no, I am streaming a little bit longer tonight because Shell redeemed a tier list for me to do a tier list of all the Splatoon 2 maps. Yeah, so this is actually what we have so far. At the top on the S tier, I got Blackbelly Skate Park and Gobi Arena. Love those two maps.
Mm-hmm.
So Mori Towers is next.
Moray Towers. I mean, despite that, like, I feel like there are still like a lot of times where like the team that does take out the enemy, pushing up, it might be a little too much of an uphill battle, which is kind of ironic because like if you're behind, you're trying to shoot downward to cover your turf again. But yeah, no, Moray Towers, it just, I don't know, for some reason it just doesn't work. I don't more often than not, it just can get like very heated. It's not like, I think it's just not like a fun time. Things just get like very intense on this level.
Especially when someone is in your base and you have no control of it.
Yeah. So yeah, no, this one, I think this is gonna be my first D tier, honestly.
Oh.
Okay, next we have, oh my god, I forget. I know it's the resort.
It's called where is it? New Albacore Hotel.
Oh, hotel. Okay.
Yeah.
This one, I really do like this one. You have so many different opportunities to jump into like the center of the level. I know the most risky one is like walking over like that graded bridge over the water.
Oh yeah.
But that one can work if you're going with like a roller, a brush, or maybe a dually. You can try and like roll across the bridge and go for like the jump.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like there are a lot of opportunities for high ground to try and like establish your side of the base. I feel like this is like a fairly like well designed level. Just like lots of opportunities to knock people off into the water. Lots of opportunities for like close range combat, long range combat. Though the center shooting in to like enemy parts of the base might be a little skewed in favor of like long range. But just like if you're trying to like push into the enemy base, short range I feel might start to reign supreme, which is kind of an interesting dynamic.
Oh yeah, definitely. To get into their base, like it can be a bit of a hassle sometimes, because when you try to get into their side, either going across the bridge or going into the left side, where you just go up the steep and you just met up a wall that is in front of their spawn point, and then if you want to go into their side before the Great Bridge, you can just ink all over their side, and they'll try to come after you. Like it is easier, but also cumbersome because of the layers of the ground, what goes high or low. But you also have to worry about everyone who might have a sniper who could shoot you down.
Yeah, there's a lot of verticality at each team's side. And then also just to kind of make it even harder for you to like try and like establish a foothold in the enemy team's base. There are a lot of areas like in each of the bases where you can't ink, so you can't like really like hide in there to like try and do like a cheeky kill. So like oftentimes if you're just gonna try and like hide in the ink, more often than not you're probably gonna get caught out unless you're hiding on like one of the upper platforms that some people might not check, which honestly I've been guilty of missing, and then I think Epic you would kill me or someone else would pop out and like peekaboo.
I mean, I would try to like find the most obscure places, like mostly with corners. People sometimes would pass by if they don't check the corners enough, where they just hide in there and they don't see it and they get jumped out and get spooked and died.
Yeah. But yeah, no, just like New Albacore Hotel is really solid map, and I really love the look of it at night also. Just like the glow, just like the water, just like the lights in the pool at night. Just like always love that aesthetic.
Especially with the water, man. It looks nice.
Yeah, no. I'd honestly love to do like more ranked. I would have liked to do more ranked modes on this one. I don't have much recollection of like doing ranked games on this.
Yeah, same here.
Oh, and Keith, thank you so much for the look. And again, dude, thank you so much for the raid and bringing the community over. Definitely enjoy winding down. Have a great night. And thanks so much for being here, dude. I'll definitely try to catch one of your streams soon. I'll check out the VOD. Okay, so New Albacore Hotel. Definitely higher up on the tier list. This one... I think this is going to be a new top of A tier. Yeah.
Oh, that one? I actually wasn't really feeling that map as much. I actually have it on C.
Okay, no, that's fair. What do you feel about it?
I don't know, like, it just feels as if that it's honestly a great map for like certain modes. Like if you're playing this on tower control, it's fantastic. And maybe Clan Blitz, but I don't really like this for Rainmaker, Turf War, or Splat Zones. I don't know.
That one long graded bridge can make trying to take it back to the other side maybe a little oppressive.
Maybe. That could be the reason, but yeah.
Alright, but yeah, I might rethink some of my decisions here and there, because I do love Aquamart and Arowana Mall. I think As far as I'm concerned, I might move this below those two, but I don't think I would rank this below Humpback Pump Track on my end. So these three
Fair.
might be interchangeable.
Fair.
So next up, oh, okay. Next up, we have the Pit.
Piranha Pit.
Mm-hmm. This
This
one, I do like. I think this is the only one that has like conveyor belts as like part of the stage on here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It is a really interesting looking map, very spacious.
Mm-hmm.
And again, just like I like that each team's base is a little difficult to push into. Like you have like conveyor belts that kind of like push out away from spawn, which makes it difficult for enemies to like really try and get in there. So you have a little room to breathe when like trying to get out. But yeah, no, like it can be very easy for like the enemy team to like kind of like cover every exit on there, because there are really only like roughly like 3 exits. You could go straight out over the conveyor belt, out the right end, which gives you some high ground, but there's like a lot of space for enemies to just kind of shoot into you. And then the left side, which honestly might be the best way to get out, because it's like I feel like that's the one side that like nobody really pays attention to, that has that conveyor belt that goes down to the lower level. But yeah, no, like this one I know I've had like more salty experiences on than like in some of the other maps. I like the way that it's put together for some of the ranked game modes. I haven't played ranked on this one all too often, but it was pretty fun doing I think some Rainmaker on this one.
Yeah, like when the when the whole layout of the map was seriously different than how you do it in Turf War.
Yeah, no, it's an entirely different map, like just like crazy. Or it feels that way since like the spawn points are completely changed.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, the Pit. I'd honestly put it. I don't think I would put it on A. On B. I think I'll put. It's definitely below Kelp Dome. I'm definitely not putting it below Camp Triggerfish. Muscle Forge Fitness. Yeah, you know, I think I might actually just put this at the top of C.
Alright.
Just above Camp Triggerfish.
Interesting choice, but yeah, sure.
That's all right. Well,
It's
because like
alright.
I just didn't really get into it, to be honest. That one.
Ah, okay. No,
I
that's
mean,
fair.
I mean, it's an alright map. I just don't know why, because I feel like I thought it was better in 1, because when in 1 it feels like all the Inklings were short and the map was very big than compared to when you play in 2. And I thought I thought in Piranha Pit it felt like it was enough spacious for everyone to jump in and to get at each other's throats to get into the left or the right side. And I thought that was fine in 1, but somehow 2, just for me and everyone else, me and Shell, we just don't have much likeness to this map somehow.
Nah.
It might be that the map might have shrunk down a little bit, or maybe just like mobility is just like a little bit stronger in Splatoon 2, especially
I
like
don't
with dualies being able to roll around. So like it's a lot easier to kind of like close that gap.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Take care, Mike.
Take
Okay,
care,
yeah, no, Mike,
buddy.
have a great night, dude. Enjoy your food, and just like thanks so much for tuning in. Like honestly, Mike, I'm so excited to play Splatoon 3 with you.
Same here.
Really excited to like try and do Salmon Run, and like I hope we can have a fun time together on that. But still, have a great
Salmon
night, dude.
Run 24/7. Let's go.
I was gonna say, like, I know for Piranha Pit, Silver does not like that map at all either.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
know. It's gonna be kind of interesting, like once Silver sees this, it's just like, huh, we agree on Piranha Pit, but then we see completely differently when it comes to Gobi Arena. Because I remember hearing
I-
Gobi, how Gobi just how Silver just hates Gobi.
I'm probably gonna post it in Digital Bonfire server as well. Like I'm gonna
Same.
post.
Yeah, no, honestly, like I think this would be like a nice discussion just for anybody else who's into Splatoon over there.
I'll also post a link for anybody that wants to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, definitely. Okay, so next we have I forget the name of this map. It's like
Port Mackerel.
Port Mackerel. Port Mackerel. The one that looks like a cargo shipyard. So Port Mackerel. I do really like this one for the undercover Brilla. Like very long, narrow passageways for the Brilla to just like take on fire. Tight quarters for you to put ink mines on. Just to, like, it's like nigh impossible to like try and get through it without being seen by me, or at least detected by the ink mines. Or just like any other weapon that like has the mine as like a sub bomb. Like it's a great stage for that one. Not so much for auto bomb probably, because then you could just kind of go around a wall and it'll just continue running into the wall.
Yeah, it will just be confused as.
Yeah,
like,
probably one of the worst maps for using an auto bomb, honestly.
I mean, half the time, yeah, because I mean, you can just throw it over the barricade and you just
Yeah,
see if you
no.
can just get them.
You could just go around the corner if it does lock onto you, yeah.
Then yeah, that's also true. So like 50-50 for it. Who knows? I mean, auto bombs can be hit or miss sometimes.
It's actually an interesting map for curling bombs, because just like if you
Yes.
know like the geometry of the level, you can do. I can imagine people doing some crazy stuff with this. I don't use the curling bomb all that much, or see a lot of people use them that much.
Let me tell you how much I adore the curling bomb in this map, because I had some interesting kills with that thing where I somehow throw it over above the ledge and get into their base, and then even at times when I got them without even thinking that I was gonna get them with one blast. And yeah, because curly bombs are really good for when it comes to narrow spaces where you can just hit the wall, bank off, and see if you can get them around their sides and see if you can kill them. It's honestly a really good place for curly bombs. I would highly recommend it for people who loves curly bombs.
Yeah, no, definitely. I don't I feel like it might not be the best map for like a tower control game, but Splat Zones is a lot of fun on this one. And I think I like honestly like same for what's it called? I think the Capture the Flag one, Rainmaker. Rainmaker, I feel like is
You forgetting Rainmaker?
Yeah, I know. Capture the Flag.
Your best flag is captured.
But yeah, no, it's a rock solid stage. You have like some areas where you can flank and like just try to like overpower some of the guys on the other team. You do have some high ground, like if anybody like tries to like push in, which is nice. Yeah, no, honestly, solid map. I probably wouldn't put it. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not gonna put it above some of these other ones. I think I'm gonna put it at the top of B, actually. Yeah, no,
Okay.
yeah. As much as I enjoy using this one with like the undercover Brilla, like there have been some situations where just like things could just get like very one-sided for one team or another, and just like trying to push in with the undercover Brilla is a hassle. Like undercover Brilla is a good weapon for like holding ground, maybe not the best for taking ground.
I mean,
In some situations.
sure. I mean, hell, if you want to use if you want to use the big one, the Tentabella, to cover the whole area,
Yeah.
when you go to the narrow space, that would be a great weapon for that.
Yeah, no. Honestly, just like big brain for like that one Japanese player who was using the Tentabella, just like standing in it as it was launching forward and just continuously taking shots at us, just like genius.
It's a genius move, yeah.
Okay, so next up we got Schellendorf Institute.
The museum.
Yep. Il Museo. Okay, so this one, at the very least, it's really nice that like you have like a lot of high ground. This is another one of those stages where it's just like impossible to like get like really deep into the enemy base, which again, breathing room, always good.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of a nice, it's a nice kind of like balance with that. You can take the high ground, but then you're gonna run out of ink if you try to stay up there. It's a
Mm-hmm.
really good stage for sprinklers, honestly, because then you can
Oh
have
yeah.
like inking from above. You don't have to worry about yourself running out of ink. Um, and yeah, no, just like this one can get really like down and dirty with just like a lot of like close range combat. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I know that there are a lot of like long sightlines for snipers, but I feel like there's enough cover on this one to just like really allow like brushes and rollers to like do really well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless you're trying to take
Yeah.
the high ground, don't take the high ground if you're trying to go with a brush or a roller. You're just asking to. You're just yeah. That's just a death sentence right there.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Okay, so Schellendorf Institute.
I have it at. I think I have it at like. I think it's on A for me.
I
Actually,
do,
I
yeah.
I enjoy it though. I had some good times with it.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
like the aesthetic. Actually, funny enough, it is the I think it's the only time I ever got a kill with a sprinkler on this stage.
The only time.
Yep, only one time. Only well, actually no. I think no, I've got kills with like sprinklers before. Um, though like the other times it was only because like I was coming at them with like the rolling ball special, and they were trying to back off, and they swam back into my sprinkler and got killed by it.
Oh my god. You just literally put them in the corner. Good strat.
No one puts Woomy in a corner.
No one. No one.
Oh boy. Okay, so I want to put this above Port Mackerel. I don't think I would put this above any of the levels in A tier. If it's going in A, it's going to be at the bottom of it, or am I going to put it at the top of B? Yeah, no, I think I'll put it at the top of B for now.
Mhm.
The next... Oh wait, which one? Oh wait, is this Skipper Pavilion, I think?
I believe it is.
Yes, Skipper Pavilion. Okay, I think this was the last new map that was introduced in 2, right?
I want to say yes.
Pretty sure this was the last new one.
Because it was the 4.0 update with that anime music video. So, yeah.
Yeah,
I
Skipper
think so,
Pavilion.
yeah.
Yeah, Skipper Pavilion is like really good. Actually, I actually really love how just like there are so many areas of contention in here. You could have like brawls going on like all the way up at like the top back end of the level, that huge like square area. Or you can like have fights like down at the bottom, like by the beach, like the sandy area. Like there are so many different areas of contention. And just like the ranked game mode on this, like a lot of the ranked game modes on this like work really well. Like surprisingly, like Clan Blitz is actually like really good on this one. Like it's really well balanced that you have to like kind of like push uphill if you want to like try and score. So it's like very good for like defending teams. But yeah, no, honestly, like I've just had like a lot of fun with this one. Splashdown in like that top back area is like really fun to use. I would definitely put this in A tier. I think I'm gonna put this. I think I'm gonna put it between Humpback and Mako Mart. So it's a really tough call. But I have more fond memories playing Mako Mart than Skipper Pavilion. Though Skipper Pavilion, if I spent more time on the game, it might overtake it. Because I do like the Skipper Pavilion. It's such a big map with so many areas of contention again that just like you can find opportunities to like kind of like dig into the center and like build up enough ink to use a special on the other team. Hey, Llama God, dude. How's it going? And yeah, no, it is a really tough decision. Like, there's so many good maps in this game. Actually, it's funny enough, just like, I was gonna make last night's stream my last Splatoon 2 stream, but then this ended up just devolving into more Splatoon 2.
Can't get enough of Splatoon.
Yeah, no, we'll have another chance to play some Among Us another time for sure. I mean, Halloween's around the corner, and Among Us is a great game for it.
Halloween.
Okay. So next up we have, what is that smell? That smelly smell. That smells smelly.
It's-
Anchovy.
What?
Anchovy games.
Ah! Yes. The anchovy
Wait,
games.
what? Skipper Pavilion? I forgot what it's called. My plan. Wait. Which one? Skipper Pavilion? Yeah, no, Anchovy Games is a really fun level. I like that they have the propeller platforms on the sides if you want to go for flanks. You have like the high ground if like before you like jump into the center. It kind of has a similar, some ways a similar build to Inkblot Academy.
Somewhat.
I think it starts with a D. Okay, wait.
I
let me
mean-
think. D.
I mean, yeah, because like when you go in the middle, yes, because there is, actually no, because the sides are like somewhat similar to Inkblot, where you're trying to go around the map and trying to surprise them without even noticing them, and it does have that some similarity
maybe.
with Inkblot, and I think that was a really nice touch up with that.
Oh, wait, dude. Are you thinking about, you're not thinking about the reef, are you? Because I noticed the picture of the reef looks kind of similar to Skipper Pavilions. Or if you're thinking, like, actual, like, a stage that begins with B, there's Black Billy Skate Park, which I currently have at the top of the tier list.
Black Belly.
But yeah, no, Anchovy Games is a really fun level. Yeah, no, Black Billy, that I have at the top.
Yeah.
Classic,
From the
never
first
dies.
game.
But yeah, no, Anchovy Games, really good. Lots of places for cover. Really, actually, honestly, like really great places for both short range and long range weapons. It's a well-rounded map. And I like I kind of like the aesthetic, kind of like a pro gamer kind of arena, which is nice.
I mean, it is based inside of a video game studio, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
So
Yeah.
wait, I am gonna get off the call, but thanks for having me on, Maple.
Oh yeah, no, of course. And Shell, thank you so much for the tier list. I'll try to wrap this up soon. I definitely want to get some sleep myself, but no,
All right,
dude.
no problem.
Mhm.
You guys have a good night.
Have a good night,
Good
dude.
night, Shell.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Anchovy Games is a really good level. I know it can be it can be kind of easy in some situations to like really just crush the enemy team and just kind of like spawn camp them, because there really aren't
Yeah.
that many areas where you can escape
No.
once the enemy team gets into your side.
I mean, when you use the elevated platform to get on top of them, yeah, you can just pretty much maul at them.
Yeah, I know, but then like there are a lot of weapons that can like really just assault the edges, like whenever you're like trying to like take the top from them.
Yeah. Pretty
Yeah,
much your tri-slosher.
yeah, exactly. Tri-slosher or like a long-range slosher, range blaster, sniper.
Pretty much. Like seriously,
but,
like
like,
there
what's-
are times where the sniper keeps coming at me whenever I see them at the edge, and I know it was gonna shoot at me, and they did. Like they can always get at you when you're meeting at their level.
Mhm.
Like, oh boy, it could be very daunting. Also, fun fact: this was the last map that was updated in the first Splatoon game.
Ah, right. I do remember this one was in the first game, but yeah, definitely much later on. I
Mhm.
will say, despite like the fact that like I feel like this map can like lead to like some very like oppressive like spawn camping, it can very easily like switch around with just because of like the structure of the map. Like once like you're able to like get rid of the enemies like on the other team, like you have the high ground again on your side, and you can just like push into the center. Um, but yeah, and I just like again, I love the mechanics of this with like using the moving platforms, with like using the propellers to have like all the moving platforms
Mm-hmm.
adjust to your liking. Really good stage.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next one we have. I always forget the name of this one too. This
It's Snapper Canal.
Snapper Canal. Again, I think this one wasn't this one also Splatoon 1 or no?
No, this is a
Okay.
brand new one.
Right,
This
right.
was later in October 6, 2017.
Right. Okay, so yeah, Snapper Canal. This one was a really good one. Oh, actually, yeah, no, actually, now that you mention it, I think I remember this was one of the ones that they were previewing when they were showing off. I think one of the I think one of like the Treehouse Directs. I think when this game was coming out.
I believe so.
Yeah,
I
but yeah,
think
no, this one is also a really good map. Um, I feel like this one can be skewed in favor of like long range weapons, but there have been like a lot of like really fun close matches with friends on this one. Has a lot of opportunities for comebacks, and yeah, no, solid map.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
I will put this. I think I will put this between the Kelp Dome and Port Mackerel in B tier.
Yeah, I put it B for me.
Okay, next we got Monta Maria. Okay,
The big old ship.
yep, the big old ship. I
That
actually
ship.
really like this one. This one is definitely going to be at least A tier for me. Um,
I agree.
really good stage for sloshers.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Good for ranked modes.
Yeah.
Maybe Rainmaker. Even though I didn't like the mode, I say Rainmaker for that one. It can be fun. Like plenty of opportunities if you want to. If the Rainmaker was near to your base, you could just drop it off and reset it easily, so that way you can just go back into the middle.
yeah, definitely.
Uh
And,
huh.
and actually, tower control is actually really good for this one too.
That
Like,
too.
like
That
it
too.
is very difficult for either team to get like a full-on blowout because just like there's one part where the tower just like dives down to like the bottom level of like the enemy base, and like
Mm-hmm.
it is such a vulnerable part right there. I mean, it's right before the end, but like I remember last time we did this in private, like I don't think either team could get beyond that point.
I I think the most difficult part is in the middle, where you're below
Oh, the
where
graded bridge.
the graded bridge, and especially in the platform above, because you can just have anyone with a slosher or with a roller
Yeah,
or with a sniper can just dunk on you and just kill you immediately,
yeah, no,
or an
that.
octobrush.
I mean that's another thing. Just like that's another aspect of the rank mode though. You don't want everybody to just focus on the tower. You need to have flankers. You need to have people to focus down those defenders.
Because you want people to help you push that tower and hope that you can just get people out of the way, because you're bringing that tower into their base and they're gonna try to stop you face
Yeah,
front.
I mean, despite having, I don't know, I feel like this level can set up for some one-sided matches at times. It's still a really good map. I really love the design of this one.
hmm
And just it was a lot of fun to play like during like a lot of the Splatfests. Um, yeah, no, I always just love dunking on the ship. So I might, you know what? Screw it. Okay, we have our third S tier map.
Oh my goodness gracious!
I do love the Monte Maria. That is a great map.
For me, it would be like a high A for now, because I think it's really good. It's
Yeah,
just it's gonna be
understandable.
hard for me to be with the other ones that I have on S, which was Arona and Kelpdom for me.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like what's it called? I forget that one special. Like the laser that like goes through like walls and whatnot.
Oh,
Like
Stingray.
yeah, the Stingray could be a really good one just to kind of like open things up for one team if they're like if they're being camped or anything, like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like just like none of the walls are gonna matter, and just like that I feel like that can be a really key special like on this map.
Yeah, I can definitely see that because
Because it
it
can
is
force
good
people
for
off high
for
ground.
that. Yeah. I can see that. Yeah.
Okay, next up we have I think Starfish main stage, I think that's what it's called.
Correctamundo.
Okay, I'm surprised I remembered that one. Starfish main stage is another really good one. Honestly, you know what? I don't think I'm even gonna like dance around this one. I'm putting this one also in S tier. I actually really love Starfish main
Ooh,
stage. It's
already,
just like
damn.
the entire like aesthetic of just like being like in the center. You're a part of this big show, and like you have so many different opportunities to attack the main stage. Like
Mm-hmm.
it can be fairly difficult to like really just like camp in on the enemy team. You have to like really be in communication just to like keep things on lockdown.
Like there is no sure way to get on top where their spawn point is, but you can just certainly go around the main stage where you can just sneak by, where you have to jump over the one pitfall around the stage under the graded bridge that can lead you
Yeah.
over there. So it can be very useful for those where you want to go around.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, like I think I've had some situations where I think I would hit somebody with like a weapon that wouldn't kill them, but it would knock them back like into the water over there.
So a roller maybe.
Oh no, it might have just been like an explosive like weapon, like an inkjet or something like that, or a
Oh,
splashdown, just like pushing them into the water,
I mean
which
that
is
could
always
be that,
hilarious.
or you
Uh,
can just push them off when they're in a baller,
that is true. That is also true.
because that could be hilarious to see.
But yeah, Starfish main stage.
It's
It's a
an A
really
for
tough
me.
call. I don't know if I want to put this above the Manta Maria. It's uh I think I'll leave it here as is for now.
All right.
You know what? I think I'm top two. I think top two might be a tie for me, honestly. Like Black Belly Skate Park and Gobi Arena. Like I love them both equally. I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone.
Okay.
Next up we have I forget the name of this one too. This one,
Sturgeon Shipyard.
Sturgeon Shipyard. This
Mhm.
one I got okay. This one I have so many thoughts on this one just from like playing on this so many times in Splatoon 3 with the whole tricolor turf war.
Yeah, the same stage that uses the tricolor,
Yeah,
man.
this is the first and so far only stage that has done tricolor turf wars.
Mm-hmm.
But still, this is tier list for Splatoon 2 maps, so we're not going into that one. But
No, not yet.
But yeah, no. It's a really interesting thing with like the map where just like you have like the different rotating platforms that kind of affect, I guess, just like the top-down look on like how much ink is being covered. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
it is if you have like a really well-regulated team, it can be it can be like somewhat easy to like really like keep the map on lockdown, especially in the center. I know like both sides have like their own set of high ground and whatnot, but because of those rotating bridges in the middle, the enemy team can try to take the top ground away from the opposing team's base.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, which is what we
For
experienced
sure.
at the start tonight with those Japanese prestige players. Yep. Just what was it? The roller, the curler, and the roller, the curler, and the giant splashdown.
There
Movie.
was the one with the Hydra too.
Oh
We
yeah,
have the
oh yeah, the
Hydra.
Hydra. But actually, what? Once I swapped to the undercover umbrella on that one, just like completely switched around. I was still having
Mm-hmm.
it rough in the beginning, but I think I was starting like really
I mean, the thing is, they
I was
went. They,
starting to nail down like that one with the giant tent umbrella, because like
mm-hmm.
essentially all you have to do is just avoid their shots while their umbrella's up, and then they're just
Yes.
vulnerable. And I still have my umbrella up. Like I
Yes,
wasn't
because
going on the offensive on that, and I was just
they
killing them pretty consistently at the end of that.
they
and we
can
didn't win
definitely
it.
shoot through the 10th umbrella because it can definitely help out if you wanted to shoot whoever's in front of you. And the thing is, at the very start of the stage, they literally did not care about their base. They went through to take control of the middle because that is what they wanted, to get the middle until they can just control everything else. And that can
Yeah,
be a risky one because even if you go through with it and if you somehow fail it, that can be a big backfire, but maybe not
I know.
too bad.
Honestly, Surgeon Shipyard is one of those stages where I think it's actually worth it to just go straight for the center. It's just like that's such a huge power play, especially on that map. Just like not allowing anybody on the other team to make a push through. Um, and then if you die, then okay, go back to spawn and try to cover like some spaces here and there. Um, but yeah,
Hmm.
no. It's a solid level. I just feel like it can be a little one-sided, like one way or another. I mean, I know the same can be said for certain maps here, but just like there's also just like the bias of just like, have I had fun with this level? Does this level bring you joy? It's like that meme. Does it bring you joy? Then throw it away.
It's a very important question.
Okay. So Sturgeon Shipyard. I'm gonna put it in B tier. I'm not gonna put it in C.
For me,
I
I would put it.
think
I would.
I think I'm gonna put it.
No, for me would be A. I think it brought me a lot of joy, especially when I keep using the .52 gallon anyone when I get on top of the rotating bridge, it just mauled at anyone who's in the middle and just get them out of there. It brought me joy to just take control of that middle map.
Okay, you know what? Call me crazy. I'm actually gonna move the Kelp Dome up a couple spots. I'm moving it up above Snapper Canal and above Sturgeon's Shipyard.
Ooh.
Okay, so yeah.
Hey,
these look good.
I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right, next up we have the Reef, which I
The
imagine is
very
probably like just
first
like yeah,
stage.
the very first stage, like the titular stage of Splatoon 2. Honestly, really solid level. Has a lot of areas where you could just kind of like hide away, go in for flanks. Some very key areas that you can like try and cover on the enemy team's side that would probably be a little time consuming for them to backtrack and get, but
Hmm.
yeah, no, like there are just so many like crazy areas like where you can like so many crazy things that you can like accomplish in like the stage with like so many different specials and
Hmm.
weapons, and a lot of the ranked game modes work really well on this map.
Oh yeah, definitely. I would say my favorite again would have to be Rainmaker because of how the fact that you have to push into their base, into the small narrow staircase to get to the top near their
Yeah,
spawn point. That is the most chaotic moment where you just go ahead and try to push the Rainmaker into their base, and it is amazing to see
yeah,
how well you've been through.
yeah. That kind of makes me think of that one time in Inkblot Art Academy Epic when you and I were like pushing into the enemy team's base
Yeah,
and
that
you
was
painted a path for me.
yeah. I was like, Maple, get the heck in there, go, go! Like I
God.
literally tried to stop anyone because they were about to spawn in, and
Yep.
I saw you were trying to push with that Rainmaker, and I was like, go, go, go! Like I was screaming, I need you, Maple, come on, man.
Ah, we got it though. Okay, so the Reef definitely like definitely a top tier stage. Honestly, I mean it's the starting stage for Splatoon 2, so they really went all out on this one. Um, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I would definitely put this. No, I think I'm gonna put this not number one, but yeah, no, definitely like I think I would put it as like number 3 in here. And
Hmm.
I might put Gobi Arena actually as my favorite one, but Black Belly Skate Park is an incredibly close second.
For me, the Reef will be number one, even though it is the very first map and probably maybe everyone like the map more. But for me, it's just I like the open area with the bridge in the middle. You can just either go on top or bottom. There are many ways to get into the middle. Like There's
Yep.
just so much things you can just do with that map and just go at it and go crazy and see if you can conquer everyone. I love it.
Yeah, no, definitely. Okay, and then what's it called? Okay, next up we got Wahoo
Wahoo
World.
World.
Wow.
Yes.
I think
Wahoo!
this one was the second to last map that was introduced. Now Wahoo
Second
World.
last map.
Wait,
It
what was this?
was, well, it was somewhat, I think. Actually, I don't remember.
Oh, Victory Fan.
It was at June 1st, 2018 that it was introduced.
Oh right, yeah, Final Fantasy VII. I'm just thinking about the music that's playing right now. I'm just like, hold on, what's this one?
Oh, okay.
But you know, like Wahoo World has, it's a really well put together map. Like I really love like the aesthetic of just like, you know, like a boardwalk amusement park. Um, yeah, no, just like lots of high ground, lots of great places like to dunk down on with the what's it called? Like with the splasher. I feel like Tenta missiles could actually do really well on this one because like there are like a lot of places where like you can corner the enemy team and have them get hit by that stuff. Yeah, no, just like really fun stage. Can't really say much else like beyond that. Just like the fight for the center is just always chaotic as hell.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Like even where you get to the middle and you wait for the bridge to come in to
Mhm.
like pop in, like when that pops in, all hell breaks loose when you see the enemy team trying to waltz right in,
Yep.
and you just can't let them. You just gotta stop them.
Okay, this
It's
one.
chaotic. But yeah, for
Yeah.
this one's definitely A tier for me because I love this
Same.
map. I love the aesthetic. I love just the looks of it. You can see all the details of the amusement park. Like I just love it. The design as well too. Like you
Yeah.
can just pretty much have a good time with it.
Yeah, no, I have it like slightly lower on A tier, but still like A tier is still great, honestly. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
then last one for the night is Wally Warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
I think this one was also one of the starting stages in Splatoon 2.
Yes. One of the starting stages.
Yep. Has a lot of great angles for long range weapons, but also just on the side you have like some great opportunities for some like close range combat. Really great for a wide variety of weapons, I
Mm-hmm.
feel. And just the ranked game modes on this are so much fun, my goodness. Like Rainmaker, Tower Control, Splat Zones. I think with Splat Zones, I think it's just keeping control of like the center, right? Or is it the two side zones?
Okay, because I'm trying to remember. Because the most I remember with Splat Zones in Wally Warehouse was from the first game, where it was just the middle. I don't know if they changed it or not in the second game. But for sure, I think it is probably in the middle, where it's a big square with the boxes in the middle, where you
Yeah,
had to try to get over that. But I mean, I could be wrong. But yeah, I remember that being the most how Splat Zones work. But honestly, to me, the most mode I liked in there was tower control. Like
yeah, Tower
just
Control. My goodness,
pushing the tower, and even like how funny how the
like with
tower
the
was,
uphill climb.
where like the tower's neatly fitted into those boxes where you're trying to climb up the tower.
Right.
That was like very neat to see like that, and you just gotta like get on top of the boxes first if you want to get next to the tower, and then ride to the enemy spawn. And boy, getting near into their spawn can be very chaotic. Like they can get you on the high ground, or can they just throw stuff from below, and even going to the staircase to very to their near their spawn point can be very rage inducing if
Yeah,
you don't get it right.
yeah, no, definitely. I do feel like if sorry, going. I'm
Hmm?
getting tired, so we're almost at the end, guys. I feel like if one team is really effective with ranged weapons, though, and they take control of the center, it can be very difficult for the other team to like bounce back from that. Because I know like you do have like some of like the side exits, but like
Hmm.
those exits can be very easy to cover because like you're kind of going in through a funnel at like either side. Like on the right side You just have
Mm-hmm.
that very tiny, narrow passageway, which, somebody could have put a mine there to just kind of like keep track of anybody coming through there. And then like the
Uh-huh.
other ones, like taking the high ground through like those kind of like rated platforms, like a long range slosher or sniper can just kind of like cover some of like the exits over there.
Oh
Um,
yeah, definitely.
yeah,
Like even, but even then, like when your team or the enemy team covers the whole middle part, and they won't let you get out of your own spawn area, it can be almost impossible to get out of there when you can't
yeah,
even try to swim in your own ink. You're trying to like flank them around. Like it can be almost impossible to flank them when their whole area is all of their ink. So it like you have to have someone to push if you wanted to have your team to get the winning moment to like stop
yeah,
them, like especially at the last 30 seconds. Like you need someone to push. Like I even try to
yeah.
push to get our victory because I we can't just stay around here, let them bully us till
Exactly,
till we get to
exactly.
a spawn point.
Like this is the kind of map where you have to go for a flank and get a kill. Like
Hmm.
you can't get away with just flanking and inking up the enemy team's side because it takes so long to get up there to the enemy team, and you will get caught out. Like almost like 99% of the time. Because like the
Hmm.
only way to get to the other team's side is like, I mean, you could take kind of like the side narrow path like to get to their side, but like then you're not really covering like a whole lot of land. I mean, it could be worth it though, but still,
I mean, it can be tough when somebody's in the middle, either being a sniper or
yeah,
a jet squelcher. They can just spot you at just at a second and be like, "Oh,
exactly.
someone's right there!" Bam! Like
Yep.
they can get you out in a second.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, definitely. I'm gonna put it like in the middle of A tier. Despite what I was saying, like there haven't been that many situations I feel in my experience where like my team has been like completely locked down and just like maybe it's happened like a handful of times, but like I feel like it's kind of like outshined by like those things are outweighed by just like how many fun times I've had on this stage and just
Hmm.
how great it is to play the ranked modes on this one. That's actually the main reason why I put this over Humpback Pump Track. Like if I were to just do it based on just the turf war game mode alone, I'd probably put Humpback Pump Track over it. But just taking into consideration how great the ranked modes are in Wally Warehouse, I gotta give it to that one.
Of course, yeah, I agree. But for me, would be definitely on the S tier because I love this map. Even in the first game, like I had so much good memories with this. Like getting flanked or flanking on their side, it's always a joy. Even if you um, don't get the winning side if they manage to keep you in the corner. But it was always a fun time with this map. I love the design. It feels compact because you are in a warehouse. Like you
Yeah,
see boxes all around. Like you just feel compact and just feel like right at home, because it's really nice and I like it, so that's
yep,
why I
yep.
put it on S tier.
Splatoon 2, straight out of the box. Hey.
Oh boy, straight in the box, here you go.
Okay, but yeah, there is our tier list. At
Mm-hmm.
the very bottom, we got Moray Towers, bleh.
Yeah.
And at the very top, we've got Gobi Arena. But this, like, honestly, it's a really tough call between like the top two here. Between this and Black Belly Skate Park, the Reef is also a very close third. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, no. Epic, thanks so much for the fun times with Splatoon tonight, and thanks so
No
much with joining me
problem, my
for the
friend.
tier list.
Yes, I'm very glad I am playing with you, and I can't wait for Splatoon 3 because it's coming out in 4 days.
Yep,
Oh my
it
god,
is.
can't wait to
It
play
is
it.
Monday. We are almost there, guys. I got my pre-order. I'm getting it day one, and I'm gonna be streaming it this Friday for you guys.
Yes.
But yeah, and so is Epic. Actually, here, let me give Le Epic a shout out.
I appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be streaming it. Possibly, maybe if I get it by morning, maybe I'll do it in the afternoon. If not, evening, because I'm thinking about maybe getting the controller, the Pro controller of Splatoon 3, because they are going to give those away as well. So if I can, because I definitely need a new Pro controller, because my current one is really busted with the drift on the left stick, because it won't let me move forward, and that sucks. But honestly, I can't help it because this controller was 5 years old, because I got it from the very start of the Switch lineup.
Ah, damn. No, honestly, that's fair. That's fair. Like, my Joy Cons that I got from like the very beginning are just kind of, eh, malfunctioning at this point. Like, I do have
Hmm.
some working Joy Cons. I got like the red and blue, like, a little bit later on, and I still have like the Splatoon, like, pink and green that work still like fairly well. So 4 functional Joy Cons, 2 pairs, which is still good. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Hmm.
guys, thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a lot of fun. I'm gonna be on the lookout for a raid target tonight. Um,
Hmm.
I'm getting off later tonight than I did last night. What's going on?
Hi, man. We can't help it. We got some judging to do. Okay, we can't
Yeah,
help
no,
it with our
I mean,
Splatoon love.
I've wanted to get in like a little bit of salmon run in Splatoon 2 before we hang up the game like
Yeah, yeah,
on
yeah.
stream.
Of
Uh,
course.
anyway,
But
Shell, thank you so much for the tier list. I'm hoping you can check out like the rest of the VOD just to see like how it all concluded. I'm gonna share my tier list over in the Discord.
same.
Oh, and by the way, for anybody who's still here, if anybody wants to join in on the Discord, the Canopy Discord is right here with the link below. And you can join in on the Bonfire Discord, which we're on the voice call for tonight. Part of this big community, the Digital Bonfire. It's basically kind of like a mix of communities between myself, our good friends MMG Mike, Silverstone Condor, ShellshockPrime, Matt Big Fat, Epic Man, just lots of great people.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
Yeah. Join us, guys, if
if
you
anybody
want.
wants to pop in, we do
We'll
lots
always
of
have a good time.
we do lots of games together, some movie nights here and there. I know we're going to be doing some of that for Halloween coming up soon. But yeah,
Yes.
let's see who's on right now so we can send that raid over.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a battle royale one more time before we go.
Yes.
Who's on?
But I'm gonna get off the call right now. So, thank you again, Maple, for having us here for Splatoon. I really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no, look, like no problem, dude. Like they, like honestly, thank you for being here for it. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
always a lot of fun playing with you, dude.
Yo, man, dude, always love having you around, man. It's always having good times.
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
You
All right,
have a
well,
good night,
good
dude.
night, man.
Oh, and happy Labor Day.
Oh, yes, Labor Day. I almost forgot about that. Yeah, happy Labor Day, everyone. All right, man. I'll see you later, man.
Nighty night.
Night.
Here, I'm gonna leave the voice call too. Okay. Oh, hey, okay, it wasn't a scam. I didn't win, thank goodness. Congrats Elementality on winning that one. So let's see. Oh, okay, so there's that going on. Let's go! Let's go, Cubone! Okay, so you know what? Here, we're gonna send the raid love over. I'm not sure if I've ever actually raided this person before. I think they raided me a while ago. I'm not sure if I ever returned the favor, but yeah, we're gonna send the raid over to Cimmerian, who's doing a subathon actually right now. They're playing Cult of the Lamb right now. Yeah, no, I'm sure, I'm sure. Like Elementality dude, if you're ever down to like give that tier list a try, definitely let me know. I'm probably gonna post it. I could probably like DM it to you if you're down for it, or or just like on the Discord. I don't know if like you're in the Bonfire Discord. I know Shell's gonna post it there too. But yeah, no. I'm gonna sign off for the night. We're gonna raid Cimmerian. Let me just open up their stream so we can give all the happy raid messages. Ah, darn ads. All right, sure thing. Actually, here. Let me put it. I'll just put it in the chat right here. If you or anybody else here in the chat wants to do that. Okay, so we're gonna send the raid love over to Sumerian. Let me put in that command. Okay. /raid. Oh, wait, why am I doing it on here? I have OBS right here. Okay. Raid. Sumerian. Okay, did we get it? Yep, okay, that's the right one. Alright guys, so that's gonna be it from me tonight, guys. Hope you guys all had a great time watching us just like going crazy with Splatoon. We had a lot of crazy fun moments. Apparently I'm a roller main now. Or a roller main in training. I have a lot to learn from Matt and Epic. I'm looking forward to your guidance. And yeah, my next stream is going to be this Tuesday. We're going to be doing another community night. It's going to be Fall Guys night. We got a new season, I think that just started a little while ago. So looking forward to getting a lot more goodies from leveling up on there. But yeah, Fall Guys on Tuesday. We got more V Ryzen this coming Thursday. What else? Splatoon 3. I am streaming that day 1 on Friday, and then next Sunday, we got something really special for you guys. I will be sharing that on Discord as well as on Twitter. I will catch you guys later. Here are the raid calls in chat. Copy and paste those into Sumerian's chat to raise the hype when the raid goes through. Here, let me copy that. Any shout outs real quick before we go? Oh god, we're about to go. Oh no. What's going on? Thank you so much to everybody who came by. Much love, guys. Later.